What's up everyone, John here, and in this video I kind of want to talk a little bit about Apple. Now, a few weeks ago Steve Jobs unfortunately passed away, and that's not really what I want to talk about in this video, but some of you might be wondering, what's ahead for Apple now that he is gone, and will they still stay the same company and stay on top of the market pretty much with the iPhone, the iPad, and the iPods and the Macs and so forth, and with products like that. Now, the end of the year is pretty much upon us here, and I don't think we're going to see anything big from Apple going forward in this year. We just had the iPhone 4S released. They sold over 4 million in the first 4 days, or the first weekend, or whatever it was, of those. Now, no surprise there, seeing as though it was launched on 3 different carriers here in the United States. But kind of what I want to talk about in this video is what my thoughts are and what Apple is going to do in 2012. Now, 2011 wasn't really that big of a year for them. Actually, today they just announced their earnings for this last quarter, and they've set some new records in Mac sales and iPad sales. But overall, it wasn't really an exciting year of new products and such. The iPhone 4S was kind of just an internal upgrade to the iPhone 4, but it also included a better camera. But and then you had the iPad 2 earlier in the year. ISO 5, some new iMacs that were updated, but no real big new product or anything like that, or new redesign to any product really. But in 2012, I see Apple having a really big year, and I think that's going to include probably one new product that they don't have out right now, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But obviously in the beginning of the year, probably the March-April time frame, we're going to see an iPad 3, I believe. I think it's going to have the Retina display that everybody was hoping for on the iPad 2. Could be a redesign, better cameras. We also could see a smaller iPad to compete with the new Kindle Fire. So I heard there's been rumors of 7 to 8 inch screens being manufactured for Apple. But definitely in the March to April time frame, I think we're going to see an iPad 3 with the Retina display. And I think around WWDC time in the June time frame, we're going to see the new iPhone 5, people are going to call it, but I think it should actually be called the iPhone 6, because it would be the 6th generation iPhone. So I think that we're going to see that in the June time frame instead of waiting all the way till October. So recently there was an article about the iPhone 5, or whatever you want to call it, the next iteration of the iPhone, was the last major product Steve Jobs actually put his heart and soul into from the start to finish of the design. Now, it's not actually finished, but I think as far as the design is considered, it's finished. So it's going to be a completely redesigned iPhone. It's going to have a bigger screen, hopefully a 3.7 to 4 inch screen on it, and just a complete redesign of it and such. And I think we're going to see that in the June time frame, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for, so I can get my hands on that, seeing as though I didn't get the iPhone 4S. But also, I think we're going to see major redesigns to the iPod Touch, because they didn't barely at all talk about that this year at the recent, Let's Talk iPhone event, or whatever you want to call it. They just updated it and came out with a white version. But I think we're going to see a redesign to the iPod Touch, updated camera, updated processor in there. And maybe an update to the iPod Nano, and them killing off the iPod Classic and the Shuffle, which a lot of people thought was going to happen this year, and it didn't. So, but I think we're going to see that, and I think we're going to see, hopefully, if not this year, but probably next year, big update to the Mac Pros. They are way, way overdue for an update and a redesign on those. So I think we're going to see an update next year, could be early next year, on the Mac Pros. a redesign of those and an update with new processors and such. I think we're looking for, I think there's a 12 core out now, I think, so maybe we'll see something bigger than that. But also an update to the MacBook or the iMacs. I don't think we're going to see a redesign of the iMacs. This has been out for a couple years now. These new 27-inch iMacs and maybe a 30-inch iMac, but I don't think so. It would be nice, a 30-inch iMac, but I think they're going to stick with what do they got, 21.5-inch and 27-inch, and I have the 27-inch here. So it's a nice design. I love the iMac. Is probably the best all-in-one computer you can get right now. So I think we're going to see updates to those. And then I think the MacBook Pros, I think we're going to get a major redesign of those. Hopefully, if they're going to call this a MacBook Pro or a MacBook Air, I'm not sure. But I hope the 15-inch and the 17-inch MacBook Pros kind of get either a redesign, or the MacBook Air gets a 15-inch and 17-inch version. So there was rumors of that happening this year that never came to fruition. But I think next year we're going to see a redesign to the MacBook Pros, because those haven't been totally redesigned for quite a while now. I think like 2008 maybe was the last time this unibody style came about. So I think a thinner, lighter MacBook Pro, 15-inch, 17-inch, or a 15-inch, 17-inch MacBook Air. Basically, what I think they're going to do is kind of merge those two together. I think because they're getting away from the optical drives, and just really staying with thinner, lighter design on all those. Now, as far as anything else that could happen in 2012 with Apple, I think the major thing is going to be a new device, a new product, and I think that's going to be the Apple TV. Now, you're going to say, well, there's an Apple TV now. Yeah. Well, yes, there is, but this is actually going to be an Apple TV, a TV. It's going to have what they have now, the Apple TV, built into a TV screen, and it's going to be an Apple high-definition TV. Not sure what kind of sizes we'll see. I think we're going to see like in the 32, 37-inch, maybe a 40-inch screen, but that could come at quite a price, even though Apple products are on the high end there. You're paying for quality. Some of it you're paying for the name. Can't get away from that. You are paying a little bit for the name there, but quality is a lot that you're paying for. And I think this Apple TV will be released next year sometimes. Could be late next year, right before the holiday season. But I think that's going to be their major new device in 2012. I'm sure Steve Jobs left at least 3 to 5 years of plans on what devices and such they need to release here, if not longer. He must have planned out a time period of longer than 5 years, 10 to 20 years, because he obviously knew what was coming, that he was getting more poor in health from, he resigned in August, so he knew this was coming, and he has the team there to execute all these plans and stuff that he wants done with Apple. So I think 2012 is going to be a big year for Apple. Let me know what you think Apple is going to do in 2012 in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. And if you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down button. You can also hit the subscribe button to be notified on your YouTube homepage of all my new videos when they come out. And we'll catch you guys next time.